can share the practice with others when they have a chance to watch it. And let's see, it's first thing in the morning. It's pretty bright out, but I haven't had that much computer exposure, so I'm going to change my glasses. I haven't had any computer exposure. So nice. Okay, let's begin with sitting together, and then we are going to have a pranayama practice. So if you haven't yet, it is a good time right now to just blow your nose and clean your sinuses a little bit so that you are ready for that. Otherwise, please take a comfortable seat. A seat that you feel like you can be at rest in, like in a meditative sense, for the next couple of minutes. You're welcome to close your eyes if you like. And let's begin when you sit. Begin with a sense of appreciation that other people are coming together. So even though we're not in the same physical location, we get to have a shared sense of community and practice. Let your awareness begin with that appreciation. Others are also appreciating that you are here right now. Your presence is also a contribution. And then you can widen that sense of appreciation to include the tradition of yoga, much older than any one of us, of course, many thousands of years. Also much wider and more encompassing than any one individual. And then invite your appreciation to include the teachers who have been stewarding, chaperoning, sort of fostering this tradition for the larger community. Both teachers that you know directly and then those that you don't yet know, or your teacher's teachers. We can have a hypothesis or a light hunch that our teachers and our teachers' teachers, the amount of dedication and consistency that they had has a benefit to us today because of their stability in the teachings, and then they could offer those downstream to us. And as you show up on your mat this morning, you're also expressing that dedication and consistency. So with appreciation for the sangha, the teachings, the dharma, and then our teachers and our teachers' teachers, you can join your hands together in Anjali Mudra. And then welcome your breathing to sort of encompass that quality of appreciation. So the breath becomes more three-dimensional, more circumferential. Includes not just the front, but also the sides and the back of your body. And do that for 3 breath cycles more, please. So you're aware the breath is like a little dimmer switch. It's coming on to light up your practice from the inside. And then we can chant together. And we're going to chant Sahana Vavatu, which is actually the teacher-student invocation. So you can consider this to be between you as a student and you with your teacher, your teacher's teachers. but you can also consider it between yourself and your inner teacher. May there be no discord. May you work diligently together between your inner wisdom and the sort of inner mischief. May you work well together. Om Sahana Vavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Saviryam Karavavai Tejasvinavaditamastu Ma Virvishavai Om Sahana Vavatu Sahana Bhunaktu Saviryam Karavavai Tejasvinavaditamastu Ma Virvishavai Om Sahana Vavatu Sahana Bhunaktu Saviryam Karavavai Tejasvinavaditamastu Ma Virvishavai Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Shri Guru Pyo Namaha Hari Om. When you exhale, you may bow your head to your heart. And release your hands, please. Open your eyes. So we're going to practice pranayama from a seated position, then we'll come up to the other camera after we do pranayama. I'm saying for Alice. So what I'd like us to do is continue with the kappalabhati as if you had a candle here that you're blowing out. First, we'll do it through the mouth, then we'll do it through the nose. So through the mouth, it's a little bit slower, and the diaphragm can feel more forceful. Then we go through the nose, both nostrils. It'll be a little bit faster. The diaphragm changes in tone. And then we'll go one nostril at a time, goes a little bit faster, and again, there's a change of tone in the diaphragm. So please sit up tall, and I'm going to set the pace each time, and you can just do your best to follow my pace. So we begin with like a little wisp of an inhale, and then through the mouth, please. Now exhale completely through the mouth. Then inhale through the nose from the bottom to the top and hold the breath at the top. Exhale through both nostrils. Relax the belly, receive the inhale. Now through the mouth, one more time. So a little wisp of an inhale. Exhale completely through the mouth, excuse me. Exhale, exhale. You tone the belly towards the end of the exhale. Then inhale through both nostrils. Hold the breath at the top. Exhale through both nostrils, long and slow and smooth. You're going to tone the belly towards the end of the exhale, and then radically relax the abdomen to receive the next in-breath. Now we go through the nose, through both nostrils. So sitting up tall still, take a little sip of an inhale, and then please try to follow my pace. Exhale completely through both nostrils. And then inhale through both nostrils from the bottom to the top, holding the breath at the top. Exhale through both nostrils, long and slow and smooth. Tone the belly towards the end of the exhale, and then radically relax the belly to receive the in-breath. Now we'll do again through both nostrils, kappalabhati, and we'll use the exhale through the left and then the exhale through the right when we've done the inhale suspension. So take a little sip of an inhale, and then please follow my pace. Exhale completely through both nostrils. And then inhale through both nostrils, filling from the bottom to the top. Hold the in-breath. Exhale through the left nostril only. Inhale from the bottom up to the top, hold the inhale. Exhale, right nostril only. Release your right hand back to your lap for a moment. Now we're going to go brief exhale, left nostril right, left, right, left, right. Then we'll again have an inhale at the top, exhale left only, inhale, suspend, exhale right only. So please bring your right hand up and prepare. These are more brief exhales and a little bit faster. The inhale is just whatever occurs in the vacuum of the exhale. So don't also focus on the inhale, please. Let's begin. Exhale completely. Now inhale through both nostrils and hold the breath at the top. Exhale left nostril only. Inhale both nostrils. Suspend the inhale at the top. Exhale right nostril only. Relax your right hand to your lap. You can sense the practice of the echo. Just noticing what is present now and also what is not present. The absence of and the presence of. And then please bring your hands together at your heart, just acknowledging the transition we'll have from pranayama practice. We're going to come up to standing. And Alice, you can change the camera, please. Okay, so I would like you to have 2 yoga blocks for Surya Namaskar. We'll do the basic first, and then we're going to add anjaneyasana. We're also going to add pigeon pose. So please place the blocks at the top of your mat. Join your hands together in Anjali Mudra. My hope is that your channels, your energy feels clear and available to Surya Namaskar, and to sense that whatever you brought with you to class this morning, we want the absence of that and the fullness of presence. Remembering we're here practicing together, that's called sangha. We are practicing with the teachings, those are called the dharma. And we give appreciation to our teachers and our teachers' teachers. Using Ujjayi breathing now, please inhale your hands down, wide and up. Then exhale, bow forward, energize the legs so your legs are stable when you come forward and down. Inhale, glide your heart forward, lift the base of your skull and the crown of your skull. Exhale, deeply bow towards your legs. Complete the exhale using the strength of the deep low belly. Once more, inhale, glide your heart forward like a curtain moving from a window on a breeze. Exhale, step backwards with your left foot. You inhale, rise up, crescent lunge. Gaze upwards at the top of your breath. And exhale, arms wide, forward and down. Complete the exhale with the movement. Inhale, step forward. Exhale, right foot back. Long Ujjayi breath. Inhale, crescent lunge. And look up so everything is synchronized at the top of the inhale. Exhale, wide, forward, and down. Keeping your blocks, inhale backwards, downward facing dog. Exhale, glide forward, plank pose. Now press firmly into both blocks. Inhale to cat pose, lower your knees to the floor. Exhale, cow pose, bring your chest and your heart forward. Inhale, glide forward, upward facing dog pose. Exhale, plank pose, roll up and broaden the back of your body. Inhale, downward facing dog. And exhale, right foot forward. Inhale, rise up, crescent lunge. Exhale, bow forward, touching the blocks as you complete the exhale. Inhale, downward facing dog. Exhale, left foot forward. Complete the exhale. Inhale, rise up, crescent lunge. Exhale, bow forward. Complete the movement with the exhale, so the breath paces the movement. Inhale, step forward, heart forward. Exhale, deep bow towards your legs. Inhale, rise up, Urdhva Hastasana, upward hands pose. Exhale, hands to the heart, Anjali Mudra. So we're going to keep going with one breath for each of the movements, and we're going to take it a little bit slower, then we'll change the pace a little bit faster. So you get a chance to feel the different rhythms in the body. So here now, inhale the hands down, wide and up, make it even more luxurious. Gaze up as the inhale completes. And then exhale, bow forward. Making the movement synchronize with the breath, please. Complete the exhale thoughtfully. Smooth transition, inhale forward. Lift the base of your skull, the crown of your skull, then your gaze can come forward. Exhale, left toes back. Use the entire exhale to set the foundation of your pose to arrive. And then inhale slowly, like the sunrise. And exhale, wide, forward, down, slowly. Inhale, float your left foot forward. Bring your heart forward, lift the base of your skull, and then bring your gaze forward. Exhale, take the right toes back. Inhale to rise, crescent lunge. And slowly, Sana Vavatu. Inhale, downward dog. Exhale, plank pose. Sana Bhunaktu. Inhale, cat. So you broaden the back like a parachute. Lower the knees down, keep your arms steady. And then exhale to cow pose. Bring your heart forward. Prepare the upper back for upward facing dog. So you inhale, glide your hips forward, shoulders back, upward facing dog pose. Exhale, plank pose. Inhale, downward facing dog. Slow and steady. Exhale, right foot forward. Inhale to rise, crescent lunge. Coming forward and down. Savidyam Karavai. Downward dog. Left foot forward. Take your time. Inhale, crescent lunge. And bowing forward. Tejasvinavadi tamastu. Inhale, right foot forward, heart forward, then gaze forward. And exhale to bow towards the legs. Ma vidvishavahi. Rising up. And then to the heart. Now keeping your inner sense of center, we're going to add rajas, means adding energy and motivation. And that means a little bit faster. So here we go. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward. Inhale, heart forward. Exhale, left foot. Inhale, rise. Exhale, descend. Inhale, forward. Exhale, right foot. Inhale, rise. Descend. Downward dog. Plank. Cat. Cow. Upward dog. Plank. Downward dog. Right foot. Rise. Descend. Downward dog. Left foot. Rise. Descend. Forward. Downward. Upward. To the heart. Again, upward. Downward. Forward. Left foot. Upward. Downward. Forward. Right foot. Upward. Downward. Backward. Forward. Cat. Cow. Upward dog. Plank. Downward dog. Right foot. Upward. Downward. Backward. Left foot. Upward. Downward. Forward. Downward. Upward. Inward. Let yourself stand really still, please. And release both hands, and we're going to add in anjaneyasana. We're going to slow it down now because it's really helpful to have the like housekeeping, you know what we're doing there, and then we want to have the sublime. So that's called rajas when you go fast like that. And then this is called more sattva, more of the sattvic experience. And I'm going to give you a profile view because I want you to see when we go to anjaneyasana, that I'll turn the blocks up to the tall setting. We're also going to be practicing pigeon pose. So for some of you, it might be helpful, as it is for me, to have a blanket rolled for a pigeon pose. You will see when we get there what this means. Okay, please step up for Surya Namaskar with Anjaneyasana. Join your hands together. Place the tip of your tongue behind the top 2 teeth and make the ujjayi sound in the back hollow of the throat. So you're going to have that kind of entrancing sound. And the silence at the top of the inhale pause, the silence at the bottom of the exhale pause. Let's begin. Inhale. Exhale forward. Inhale, heart forward. Okay, exhale, take your left foot back, touch your left knee down. My mats are double, so you could put padding if you need it. Roll the blocks up to tall, and inhale to press into the blocks as you roll the chest up. Exhale, come forward, take the blocks back to medium. Inhale, straighten both legs for a moment. And then exhale, bend your right knee back to the basic lunge. Inhale, step forward with your left foot. And exhale for a deep bow towards the legs in this symmetrical position. Inhale, glide your heart forward slowly. At the tempo of the breath, the body moves. Exhale, take your right toes way back and touch your right knee down to the floor. Complete the exhale and then tip the blocks up. Inhale, anjaneyasana. And exhale, roll the blocks down, medium setting. Inhale, straighten both legs. And exhale, bend your left knee slowly. Inhale, downward facing dog. This time, exhale forward to plank pose. And in plank pose, excuse me, keep the arms strong. Step over one foot and transition to upward facing dog pose. Step over the second foot. And then exhale, roll up, plank, toes under. Inhale, downward facing dog. Okay, exhale, right foot forward between your hands. Touch the left knee down, slow down the breath. Tip the blocks up. Inhale, anjaneyasana. Press down with your fingertips on the blocks. Open your chest, your heart, and your throat. Exhale, roll the blocks back down. Inhale, straighten both legs. And exhale, bend your right knee slowly. Basic lunge. Inhale, downward facing dog. Let's support your upper back a bit more this morning and exhale, come forward to plank. Step over the other foot first this time. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, plank pose. Curl the toes under. Inhale, downward facing dog. And then exhale, left foot forward, slowing down the breath cycle again. Inhale, roll up, anjaneyasana. And exhale, roll forward, put the blocks medium. Inhale, stretch your right leg, left leg straight. And exhale, bend your left knee. Inhale, right foot forward. And exhale for a deep bow towards your legs. Inhale, glide upwards. And exhale, hands to the heart. Now we'll stay in Anjaneyasana a tiny bit more. So inhale, Ujjayi, sweep the arms wide, raise up. Let's make a little standing back bend here at the top. And exhale, pour yourself forward over your legs. Energize the leg muscles and your arches. Okay, inhale, glide forward through your heart. Now take the left toes back and touch your left knee down. Complete the exhale slowly. Raise the blocks up to the tall, press into them. And inhale, go upwards with the heart, collarbones, open your throat. We're going to stay for a few breath cycles here. Walk the blocks back so that they are under your shoulders. And if you choose to, then inhale, raise your left arm up. And exhale, come forward and down. Take the blocks down to the medium setting. And inhale, straighten both legs again. So now you have like a counter pose, an inward pose. With your next inhale, step your left foot forward, heart forward. And then let's exhale, take the right toes back. When you touch the right knee down, complete the exhale. Then raise the blocks up so they're tall. Press into your fingertips. Let the hips keep coming forward as you raise your heart, your collarbones. Open your throat, lift your gaze. If needed, walk the blocks back so they're under your shoulders. If you like, raise your right arm up. And then follow your exhale, forward and down, both blocks down. And then inhale, straighten both legs. So the openness of Anjaneyasana is like optimism and just externalized. And then this is inward, grounding. And inhale, bend your left knee. And let's exhale, step to plank pose, please. And inhale high to downward facing dog. And then we're going to roll the knees down thoughtfully. Take one block for your forehead, and the hands can come to Sphinx pose. So the Anjaneyasana pose is like expansive, open. It's a little bit externalized. It has this openness to it. And then that forward bend pose is inward, downward, more grounding. And we move between those options here. We're also going to be using that in our pigeon pose in just a few moments. So let your body and your mind kind of agree together that you're still practicing yoga. You're not practicing competition nor calisthenics. And then I'm going to ask you to place the two blocks again and step into plank pose. Bring your rolled blanket close by because you'll need it, not promptly, but you will need it in a few breath cycles. So let's go to plank pose. And then inhale, downward facing dog pose. Now on the first go, we're gonna exhale, bring the right foot forward to the outside of your mat on the left and come down like a little pigeon pose. And then inhale, step back, downward facing dog. And do that again. Exhale your right foot forward and pigeon pose. You're just touching down from the outer ankle, outer shin, outer knee. And then inhale, downward facing dog. And then exhale again, come forward. And once more, inhale, backwards, downward facing dog. Now we're gonna stay a little while. So you exhale, step forward with the outside of your right foot. Bring the outer right shin down. Reach for your rolled blanket. Scooch it under your outer right hip. So my preference right now is to keep the left leg straight and strong behind. I'm gonna recommend that to you guys too. I can see you in my mirror here. And then let's inhale, press into the blocks, lift and open your chest and heart. And exhale to bow forward. So that's the inward part of pigeon pose. Inhale, roll upwards like we did in anjaneyasana. Exhale, roll forward and down. You can kind of go vertebrae by vertebrae if you like. Inhale, roll upwards. Use the strength of your arms, but respect the flexibility of your spine also. And exhale to roll down. And then inhale, roll up one more time. And keeping both arms steady and strong, I'd like you to exhale and lift your back leg and then your front leg into plank pose. So you have to step over your blanket there. Let's be agile and move the blanket with your foot. Then inhale, take it back, downward facing dog pose. Okay, exhale, left leg forward, a moment of pigeon pose, touching down. Notice the strength of the right leg in this. You're gonna inhale backwards, downward facing dog. And then exhale, left leg forward. Inhale, downward dog. Exhale, forward. Inhale, downward dog. And this time we're going to stay a little while. So when you exhale, come forward and touch the outer left foot down. Squiggle your blanket over to the other side. And then you have your knee, outer shin. Scoot your blanket under your hip. And please keep the right leg strong behind you. And on the inhale, we're lifting up. So it's like anjaneyasana, like upward facing dog pose. And then exhale and bow forward. Roll the spine forward. Inhale, roll up. And exhale to roll down. Twice more, please. We want this to be smooth and like unctuous is the word we use in Ayurveda. Here's the last one. Make both arms strong, straighten your right leg and slide your left toes back. Be agile with your foot so you can move the blanket. And then take it into downward facing dog pose. And then let's please bring the knees down. And let's take this blanket roll for the child's pose variation that we've been practicing. So the blanket roll goes under your knees. This means that your hips are going to descend a little bit more down to your heels in your child's pose. Some of you will want to make the blocks taller for your child's pose. And bring your elbows down towards the floor in Sphinx pose. So this kind of pose is we call this tamas. It's stabilizing, it's inward, it's downward. It produces the quality of grounding. Okay, and then please walk your hands back towards your knees. You can rise up. Okay, so that's a couple different times we changed our pace, and you get to have a sense of what gets mobilized with rajas and what gets stabilized with tamas. And in either situation, you also get to see where your challenges are. So we call that svadhyaya, self-study. So I'd like you to keep this blanket rolled up firmly, and I'm going to roll mine again because it got a little bit unorganized. And I want the far end of the blanket that's firm, not the tassel end of the blanket. I'd like us to be able to use this part for the upper back, right here, this edge. Okay, so these two blocks are going to be important, but not right away. When I lie down, I want the upper back to be right here on the edge of the blanket, and I would like this to be firm because we're going to be addressing C7, T1, T2 like this, the upper thoracic and the lowest cervical spine. So you're going to sit on the blanket, and then when you lie backwards, you want the blanket to be at C7. So that's your largest cervical vertebrae. And that means that if you reach around and you feel, you palpate, you get to that large vertebrae at the base of the neck. That's how you identify that one. And then take the arms into cactus pose like this. Now let both shoulders sort of drape back towards the floor thoughtfully. And when they do, then try to keep your left shoulder firmly moving towards the floor as you rotate your nose deeply to your right. Roll your nose to center. And keep the right shoulder moving down towards the floor as you turn your head slowly to your left. Inhale to center. Exhale, nose to your right. Press the left shoulder down firmly. Inhale to center. Exhale your nose to your left. Press the right shoulder firmly down. One more time in each direction, please. Turn your nose on the exhale. Return to center on the inhale. And then last one, turn your nose on the exhale. And rotate to center. Now let's just go one vertebrae off the blanket so you can hold your head and do like a little sit-up so you're gazing towards the knees. And that's going to give you a chance to stretch the upper back and then come down to the next vertebrae. And then same thing with the nose. Turn your nose deeply to your right, press the left shoulder down. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Inhale, center. Exhale, right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Inhale, center. Now please clasp your hands behind your head and make like you're doing a sit-up, but just with the upper back and the chin. So you go one more vertebrae down the blanket. You're near T2 and 3, right between the thoracic second and thoracic third vertebrae. And rotate your head on the exhale to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Inhale, center. Exhale, right. Keep the left shoulder heavy. Inhale, center. And exhale, left. Last one. Inhale to center. And then relax. So the blanket supports you, and so does gravity, the floor beneath you. And then I'm going to ask you to take your 2 blocks and place them on the median setting under your feet, like this. So you're in this preparation pose right now for bridge pose, setu bandhasana. We will not need the blanket. So to rid ourselves of the blanket, what you're going to do is lift the hips and roll up to bridge pose. Tuck each shoulder under firmly. Some of you will like to hold a clasp of hands, and you can do that. Press the shoulders down so that they are going past the blanket towards the floor. You might still feel the blanket, but the blanket is not supporting you right now. You're supporting yourself with your muscles, with the architecture of your body. And if you do feel the blanket, it will be near T2 and T3. So lift your heart right there. And you can gaze towards the heart. The chin does come in towards your throat in bridge pose. So the blanket is kind of a reminder, not a support. We're not resting on it, as I was saying. So you can think of, oh, how do I lift the vertebrae right there where the blanket is gently touching? And I'm going to ask you to exhale and roll down, not vertebrae at a time, but bring your sacrum down to rest on the blanket so you still have this back bend feeling. Release the clasp of your hands. And then snow angel the arms out to the side. You're going to be sliding off of the blanket. And you come down, let's come down to about the base of the thoracic spine. So right now, you can feel the blanket right behind your diaphragm, the top of the diaphragm. And notice what's happening in the upper thoracic spine where you had the blanket and the activities there. What is happening right now? Okay, and then let's pick up the hips, and you can easily take the blanket out from underneath. We'll put that aside. And we're going to finish with a little supported inversion before Shavasana. So please take these 2 blocks. You're going to be using them on the medium setting like this, in a little diamond shape like that. And that is for the sacrum. So you pick up the hips, support the edge of the sacrum with the 2 blocks, float your knees up. Don't turn your head in this pose once we get going. Tuck the shoulder blades under, and we'll go up to supported shoulder stand like this. So in your supported shoulder stand, this is an important time to have a sense you're not making a huge effort with the legs. They're actually just hovering like that, as if they were like seaweed in the ocean. But you are making an effort with the shoulders and with the upper back. And so the effort with the shoulders and the upper back, that has to be consistent because you are working right now with Jalandhara Bandha, with the throat vayu called Udana vayu. You're also working with the upper thoracic spine, which for many of us, we've had some change of posture with all the computer technology of the last decades. So keeping the shoulders dedicated, but the legs a little bit more relaxed, like seaweed. Let the mind also surrender. So right between the eyebrows can be very relaxed, neither following thought nor resisting thought, whatever is occurring. We have loosened our interest in it. You bend your knees. Take the arms overhead and bring your knees a little bit towards your chest. You are on those blocks, so you will sense like a little bit of a massage, but also notice how the lumbar spine now, it's like doing child's pose, supported by gravity, right? And then you can take those two blocks and let's put them on the flat setting, right behind the trochanter bone. So that's wider. It's right behind your thigh bone, the bony part of the thigh right there. It's not up against the sacrum, but a little bit wider. And you can bring the legs in and out like the old-fashioned egg beaters. So you make a circle with the knees. So knees in and out and around. So you're massaging right behind the trochanter there. One more time, please. And then let's place the feet down. Take the blocks and come into bandhasana. So now you can put the blocks where they're going to be most supportive for you to rest in savasana. I'm calling this bandhasana savasana because you have the option of putting the soles of your feet together and let the knees go out to the side. So you were just doing some work there, whether you noticed it or not, or you have a sense of the inner sort of strategy of the teacher. You were doing work on these vayus and bandhas. So it's really helpful now to let your body feel completely supported and to relax as much as you're able to. We don't have a paradigm that the entire spine should be touching the floor, but you might notice with your blocks under your knees like this, under the outer thighs like this, you might notice that you have a little bit more ease for the lumbar spine towards the floor. It's probably not touching completely. And the cervical spine will also not touch the floor completely. Close the eyes and let yourself go deeply inward. Starting at the back of your head, imagine a quality of heavy relaxation. The mind and the senses can become profoundly at ease. Invite the back of the chest and shoulders, heart and shoulder blades to get really heavy, deeply relaxed against the floor. Allow the back of the diaphragm to soften. No need to coerce anything, but just invite a quality of heaviness and relaxation. Invite the organs in the abdomen to also be deeply relaxed, profoundly at ease. And any part of your back that's touching the floor can become more easeful, sensing the greater support of the earth. And allow the sacrum and the pelvis to be deeply relaxed, kind of limp like a cat resting in the sun. And allow that ease to continue down through both legs to the outer edges of your feet against the floor. And keeping the inner body relaxed, let the mind become heavy and grounded once more. I'm aware that we'll make a transition to include pranayama. I'm going to ask you not to busy the mind as you fold the knees up to center and they release from the blocks. You can then decide to take each leg straight out if you like. And then in your own timing, you can roll to your right side and come up to a supportive seat for pranayama. This pranayama practice will do is to help clear the mind and uses the upper thoracic spine and also relies on the sternoclavicular notch right here. So when we do it, there'll be an inhale suspension where you're really going to be thinking about your bridge pose. But this inhale suspension is not just that we bring the chin down, it'll be that you're bringing the heart and the collarbones up. Okay, so let's place both hands out over the knees. And just try one breath cycle through both nostrils. You're going to inhale from the bottom, middle to the top, and try lifting the heart up at the top of the in-breath. Lift it quite a bit. Then bring the chin down towards the throat as you hold the breath. Then lift your chin and exhale from the belly. That is the mechanism. Now please bring your, bring your right hand up. We're going to inhale left, suspend, exhale right, inhale right, suspend, exhale left. So please close the right nostril, inhale left side only, and make an effort to really lift the heart at the top of the inhale. With the heart lifted, then bring your chin down to suspend the breath. Lift the chin from the belly, exhale through your right nostril. Inhale right side. With the heart fully lifted, then bring your chin down, suspend the inhale. Lift the chin, exhale left side, exhale from the belly. Release your right hand to your lap. And sit in the stillness of the spine, the stillness of the mind. please bring your hands together at your heart, and you can practice singing with me if you like. Asatoma satkamaya tamasoma jyotirgamaya mrityorma amritam gamaya Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Shri Guru Pyo Namaha Hari Om. And with your exhale, you may bow your head to your heart. And release your hands. Open your eyes. Thank you very much, everyone. Namaste. So I'll come up to visit with you for a few moments, see how you are, and any questions you have from the practice. And Susie, you can come back to my other camera. Thanks.